Yo,
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Hello.
Rocking.
Cool. So, we just wanted to ask some questions maybe about the video games live in Vienna, if it's
Whatever
okay.
you want.
Okay,
Whatever you
cool.
want. Any questions? Any questions?
Okay, and about the Nintendo Quest upcoming movie this year or next year, do you think?
Yeah, I have no idea. They filmed me last year, and I haven't talked to them since. So
Yeah. Okay.
you know more info than me.
Okay, cool. No, okay, let's start with the video games live then.
Yeah.
Let's explain something for the guys in Vienna, for our fans. What is exactly the show about? And I think the people don't know even what it is.
Yeah. So Video Games Live, I've been a video game composer for over 25 years.
Yeah.
And the reason I created Video Games Live is I wanted to prove to the world how culturally significant and artistic video games have become. And I also wanted to help usher in a whole new generation of young people to appreciate symphony and appreciate the arts.
Okay.
And so Video Games Live is all of the greatest video game music of all time, played by a full symphony and choir. But what makes it really special and unique is that everything's completely synchronized to massive video screens, rock and roll lighting, special effects, a stage show production, interactive elements with the crowd. So I kind of like to describe it as
It's
having
gonna be
all...
it's gonna be amazing for the people when they come. It's like undescribable. So.
That's my thing. That I want to be fun for people. I don't want the symphony to be quiet and this and that. It's like we want people to get up out of their chairs and scream and holler and cheer and clap because video games are fun. I want the show to be fun.
Okay, nice. That's what we thought also about. Like, so we can prepare for a great show in Vienna for the guys and for the fans and everything. So.
well, I gotta tell you, and you might think that I say this to everybody I talk to, but for every show I do. But I'm being 100% honest when I say that for me, this show in Vienna is very special, and it's a lifelong dream of mine to perform with a symphony in Vienna. My greatest musical inspiration is Beethoven. And although Beethoven was born in Bonn, Germany, of course his career and his musical career was, really took place in Vienna, along with many other great composers as well. But I've always wanted I've traveled all over the world, and I've always wanted to visit Vienna, and I said, no, I don't want to go there until I want it to be special for me. I want to go there when I perform with a symphony in one of these great places. And so I told my agents in Europe, I said, look, when you book the Vienna show, I don't want any shows for like 3 or 4 days after it. So if you look, because I want to be able to, go to the city and really just take it all in. I want to make a mini vacation out of it. Because I've waited my whole life for this moment. So on March 22nd in Vienna, Austria, one of my bucket list, if you call it that, one of my lifelong dreams will come true. Performing with a in Vienna, Austria, is going to be just amazing. So it really. You there? Hello.
Yeah, the connection is
cool,
a little bit broke, but we had the main part of it, so it's gonna be really an amazing show. We are really excited to also have you in Vienna. How long is the show now going? How many years are you working now on the show? Or?
I started 13 years ago, and we did our first show about 11 years ago.
Okay.
And we've done over 310 performances.
Okay, that's great. That's sick. Okay, I think we got the most about the show, the upcoming show. We will post so much about you and about the show. Let's just talk a little bit maybe about the new upcoming Nintendo Quest movie. We also got it here on our screen from EMDB. it says 2015, but maybe 2016 because you also said it's in post-production. We also saw it and thought maybe we can ask you, what is the movie about? Is it about some guys doing a road trip and playing Nintendo games, or what can we expect?
Yeah. Well, what I haven't seen much of the film at all, but in talking with the creators, they asked to interview me, and so they came to one of the Video Games Live shows, and we really talked a lot about, Nintendo and the 8-bit stuff and some of the games that I worked on. Yeah, there it is. Some of the games that I worked on for the 8-bit Nintendo, and I told the story of one of the games that is very hard to get because they're going around collecting all the NES games. And one of the ones that I worked on, it's literally the worst game I've ever worked on. It was a game called Color a Dinosaur. It's absolutely awful. Check it out on YouTube.
Okay.
And so I was telling the story about how at the very end of the game, they came in my office and they said, "Hey, we're submitting this to Nintendo tomorrow, and we need music. We need sound for it. We don't have anything for it. Make the sound for this game in like the next 10 hours." And so on a system that I had never worked on before, because I only worked on like the Game Boy and the Super Nintendo had just come out, and the Sega Genesis was just coming out.
Also a new challenge for you, so maybe okay.
Yeah. So it was awful. Everything I did for it was awful. And although some people they still like the song, so who knows? But you'll have to check it out on YouTube and let me know what you think. But it was So I tell that story in Nintendo. So I don't know, maybe, and it's funny because I always tell people that Color Dinosaur is such an awful game that I worked on. People try to get it. They try to buy this game and get me to sign it. So because of this, the game now on eBay will go for like $800 to $1,000.
Okay, it's going nuts just because. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because I said it's such an awful game. So, and people try to get me to sign them. So